A Monopoly game ended with a sword fight. Did you tackle a child on Easter Sunday? And Bodyguard the Musical was shut down because people would not stop singing along. These are the weird stories for Tuesday on Weird AF News, the only daily weird news podcast in the whole wide world, in English. Two men were hospitalized after a game of Monopoly ended in a sword fight. Wow. I had no idea that's how Monopoly ended. I never made it to the end of Monopoly. Never finished a game. I didn't. Thank goodness for my own health, because it ends in sword fighting, apparently. I wonder if he stabbed him in the community chest. Hey! Sorry. Now let's get down to the details. This Monopoly game in Brussels ended in a sword fight. Seems very bizarre, but maybe there was a good reason for this. Of all the board games to end in a fight, though, you can imagine. I mean, people really go crazy for Monopoly. They take it very seriously. This incident reportedly occurred in the Forest neighborhood of Brussels at 5 a.m. on Sunday. Odd time to be playing Monopoly, 5 a.m. Perhaps the game began the night before, maybe 10 p.m. Saturday night, and it just went on and on. These games last a very long time if you take them seriously, I've noticed. I'm going to assume there's probably some alcohol and chemicals involved. I mean, how else do you take a Monopoly game to this level? Free parking. Ooh, right in your kidney. So residents became irritated by four individuals playing Monopoly on the pavement outside their home. Oh, I have a lot of questions here. Why are you playing Monopoly outside on the ground at 5 a.m. on a Sunday? This seems like the most bizarre aspect of the story. While they're playing Monopoly outside, an argument ensued. Yeah, of course, because Monopoly games can go there, especially if you take them extremely seriously. A man came out of the house brandishing a stick. Yeah, he was annoyed that they were playing Monopoly outside his place of residence at 5 a.m. on a Sunday. This is understandably so. The argument escalated between the man and the Monopoly players, and then the man's son appeared with a Japanese samurai sword inside a holster. Oh, the son's like, you know what? I'm going to end this right now with a sword. I call house rules, and you're outside my house, so someone's going to lose an arm. During the ensuing altercation, the katana sword became visible when one of the Monopoly players removed the sheath. Okay, so unfortunately for the resident, one of the players got a hold of the sword. According to the police, the player tried to grab the sword and remove the holster. The son tried to take it back. It is believed that both the son and one of the Monopoly players were wounded by the blade. Two men were taken to the hospital, and both were apprehended. Well, sounds like a good time to use that get-out-of-jail-free card that they provide, right? According to the media, the Monopoly player was discharged later, but the resident's son was said to be in critical condition. This is terrible. After the confrontation, the street where the group had played the game was left stained with large patches of blood and scattered with Monopoly cards, they say. So what a very gruesome scene. I feel bad for the residents. They're just trying to have a nice, lovely Sunday morning sleeping in, but then you get disturbed by some gang of Monopoly players. Perhaps they should put up a sign in front of their building. No loitering, no littering, no Monopoly playing, no board games of any kind, and definitely no samurai swords, please.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Did you tackle a child on Sunday? A local mall apologized for their Easter egg hunt fiasco. Oh, we're doing the Easter story, guys. A little late. Please forgive me. A mall had to apologize for some acceptable behavior on Easter. Let's find out what they did. This mall is in the state of Ohio. They had to issue a formal apology over the absolutely unacceptable behavior at its Easter egg hunt. Oh no, what happened at the Easter egg hunt? You have adults, you have children, you have sugar. What could possibly go down? It says adults during the Easter egg hunt were pushing children out of the way to get the treats. Oh, you have adults acting like children. Of course. In a now removed Facebook post, we have here the Greentown Center, which is a mall in Dayton, Ohio. They apologized yesterday for the adults' behavior, which had left some children leaving empty-handed because they stole all the eggs for their own children. I'd imagine some children were left bruised and battered as well. It sounds dangerous. Sounds like they pushed over some children. I mean, people go crazy for this stuff. Yeah, screw the kids. I want the $10 gift card. They're like, They body check a 3-year-old into the bleachers. I feel very sad, like I missed out on Tackle a Child Day. I'm just playing, guys. I don't want to tackle children. That's horrible. I want to only put them in a timeout in the corner. That's how I do it. I don't even have kids. I don't know how to. I think my disciplinary approach to children would be unacceptable in today's woke culture, if we're being honest. Okay, here we go. It says here, those who planned this Easter egg hunt event were very upset with the outcome of the egg hunt and the way that they were treated by community members at the conclusion of the Easter event. We have here over 2,000 eggs were hidden. 2,000 eggs, that sounds like enough for everybody, but maybe 8,000 children showed up. So we have 2,000 eggs, and there were 100 prizes to give away. They said the organizers had spent 90 minutes explaining the rules of the hunt. 90 minutes explaining the rules? Sounds like some very complicated rules. It says, with 1 and 2-year-olds starting first, followed by 3 and 4-year-olds, and then everyone else. So they allowed the youngest to go searching for the eggs, followed by the oldest in increments. It is also said that the adults were not allowed to pick up any of the eggs, even if they found them. Yet the organizers saw a lot of adults picking up eggs for their own children, so we had cheating going on. How's that? What would Jesus think of this activity on this holiest of days? The Facebook post indicated that there was a struggle with crowd control. They were repeatedly asking participants to move, and they saw people being knocked over, lots of people being knocked over, especially small children. The organizers of the event concluded by saying they're very disappointed at the event's outcome. They want to thank all of those who donated prizes or donated their time volunteering, and anyone who volunteered and got a black eye, they feel really horrible, although it's turning purple, which is the color of Easter, which that's what you want. If you're going to have an injury, you want it to be purple or pink. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm laughing at this, but it's just so ridiculous. I'm just embarrassed to be an American because this is how we behave. The infantilization of my culture, where the adults can't even act like adults around here. Well, my culture treats people like children. We just treat everybody like children. So this is what you get. You get children having children, behaving like children all together in one big childlike chunk on Easter. And now we have blood on the eggs. Would you like to easily create and distribute a podcast everywhere, even earn money all in one place for free? Well, try Spotify for podcasters. Record and edit on your phone or computer. You can send it to Spotify and everywhere podcasts are heard. They even have video podcasting options as well. Spotify for podcasters allows you to earn money with ads and subscriptions. Best of all, it's free. Try it. Download Spotify for podcasters or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started. And good luck with your podcast. Good luck with your life, man. Yay! Bodyguard the Musical was shut down because people would not stop singing I Will Always Love You at the show. I didn't even know that Bodyguard the Musical was a thing. Wow, they're making musicals out of just about anything these days. Who would have thought? The Bodyguard? Really? We're going to go there? Okay. I do love Whitney Houston. May she rest in peace. Okay, so it says on the one hand, it is usually considered extremely poor form when attending any sort of musical theater as an audience member to sing along with the songs while you're sitting in the crowd. There's a reason that all those people in the costumes up on stage are being paid to be there, and while you had to pay some cash just to get your ass in the door. Let the singers and performers do their damn jobs, it says right up top in this article, and I agree. As a performer myself, I can't stand it when people that participate. They think they're helping. They're not. I've had hecklers after the show come up to me and like, hey, that was good, right? I'm like, what was good? Yeah, I was helping you out. No, you weren't helping me out, you idiot. You just shut the hell up at a show. Oh, I'm so tired of it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm biased. Let's get back to the story. The article says, but on the other hand, how are you not going to sing the chorus of I Will Always Love You when the spirit of Whitney Houston takes you? First of all, that song is like virtually impossible to sing in the original key. So if you're attempting it, like just stop. I've seen people try it at karaoke. It goes south real quick. They're usually so drunk they have no idea what they're doing. Difficult song to sing. Even the Dolly Parton version. Okay, it says here, such is the conundrum that apparently seized members of the audience at a UK production of the stage musical version of The Bodyguard over the weekend, which apparently had to be shut down and canceled as a, quote, mini riot broke out because people would not stop joining in for the Dolly Parton penned mega hit song. Per the media, the Friday night Manchester production of the show actually had to stop more than once, as a few members of the audience simply would not stop singing along with the various songs throughout the performance, screwing it up. They say here the final straw came at the play's climax when the star Melody Thornton went for her big showstopper. You know, that song, I Will Always Love You. Only to have the show stop with her mic cut out, house lights brought up due to the unwelcome accompaniment of the song. Here's a quote from the Variety reporting of the aftermath. They say, 2 women were forcibly pulled out of the theater by security, and several police cars arrived to oversee the evacuation of the theater after what patrons on social media described as fights in the aisles and even a mini riot. Oh, sounds so hard to believe. People are very passionate about their musical theater. And I mean, I don't know what they charge here in the UK, in Manchester, to see this stuff. But if this happens on Broadway, you know, these tickets are like $300, $200. It's not cheap to go to a musical theater on Broadway. So when someone next to you is ruining it by singing their version of it, you just want to punch them in the chin. No, not me. No punching. You want to whip out a katana sword like it's Monopoly. The article says, amazingly, this is not the first time this particular show has dealt with these issues. A production was also subject to similar disruptions, including repeated incidents of theater goers trying to outsing the actors. Can you imagine the hubris? You are trying to outperform the performers at a theater production. Are you okay in the head? I mean, this is an epidemic of theatrical rudeness like I've never seen before, I have to say. And I think I can speak for performers all over the world. Like, leave the performance to the performers. We're paid to do it. We're professionals. And you think you're doing it well. You're not. You're never doing it well. You're never telling the jokes better than I am. You're never singing I Will Always Love You better than they are on that stage. Paid, professional musical theater actors. No way. I'm recording weird news every day inside a closet. They don't ride it like that anymore. Oh, that's a great song. I have no idea who sings that. You'll call me and tell me. 646-450-2012. I got some phone calls from amazing people, some OGs and some new people. So shout out to the people who called. Trucker Rob sounds amazing. I don't know who Trucker Rob is, but he sounds dope. Trucker Rob, call more often. He had a question about the 3 Texas chicks that were supposedly coming to my comedy show in Dallas, and they were there, and we had an amazing night. It was awesome. It was a good show, very good show. That was the Thursday show was good. We had over the weekend, we had some people who wanted to participate in the show a little bit too much. And that was an adventure. Also heard from Mike, who was giving me a birthday shout out. Thank you, Michael from Iowa City, for pimping out my birthday upcoming end of the month, April 27th. I'm a Taurus, you know, so my Starbucks drink is apparently a matcha latte. Not going to order it, but also heard from someone all the way from Brazil, Alexander, who is a big fan of Florida and claims has visited 6 times, which is quite risky to visit Florida. So you got, as they say, you got some balls, Alexander. You got some balls to go visit in Florida like that, huh? I assume you bring a weapon, or you kind of need a katana sword when you're visiting Florida, it would seem. But anyways, I was just thrilled to hear from someone from Brazil calling the show. That's fantastic. Please, Alexander, call some more. I'd love to hear from you. And then there was another call. I don't know who it was. Sounded like a drunk or high individual who, instead of saying I'm joining the Patreon, they said I'm joining the pathogen, and that just made me laugh so damn loud. That was like the biggest laugh I've had in a week. He said, I think I'll join the pathogen or the Parthenon. That was so funny. I don't know if you did that on purpose, dude, but that made me laugh so hard. If you guys want to call the show and attempt to make me laugh, the number 646-450-2012. My email is funnyjones@gmail.com if you want to write me. And if you want to send me a birthday greeting, you can do that as well. Just reach out. I'm also on Instagram at funnyjones. And if you'd like to support the show, Michael had some suggestions. You can go to weirdafnews.com and buy Jonesy a coffee for his birthday. I'm referring to myself in the third person for some reason. Don't know why. Maybe because I think I'm an athlete. Athletes always do that. You can also join the Patreon from my website, weirdafnews.com as well. Or you can, what you can do? A birthday gift would be to spread the meme of Weird AF News. Spread it on your social media. Share it. You can share Weird AF News with people verbally in their actual person, or you can do it on social media as well. Most of the apps that you're listening to this on have like a share button, and you can be like, oh, you can just pump it out to your friends and followers and family. So that would be a nice thing to do. Or just listen. You don't have to do a damn thing. We're all very busy. I get it. I love you.
Hey, this is Trucker Rob. I don't appreciate you calling me a weirdo right off the bat. I was just kind of curious what happened with the 3 chicks from Texas. You remember? They were going when you were doing your comedy show? Alright. Love the show. Good job, man. Good luck with your life.
Hey, Jonesy. I love your show, man. I just had to call and let you know that. What can I say? Keep at it. It brings me joy to hear you talk about the woody shit. Maybe having nothing to do with what's really going on in life, but just the fact that, it's background noise while I just ponder about the most randomest thing to get to know that, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know, dude. Keep at it.
Hello, Joneses. This is Alexandre from Brazil. You can call me Alexander if you want. And I found your podcast looking for Florida man news. I like Florida because I think it concentrates everything that is whimsical and weird about the United States. I go there as often as I can. I've been there 3 times so far and want to go again. I like your podcast because I think you manage to talk about difficult things in a whimsical way without offending anybody too seriously, which is difficult nowadays. Whatever you say can offend people very seriously, and you manage to talk about things in a funny way without aggressing anybody. I liked what you said about I liked your pun about the bearable bear meat. And I know that you just chose that that piece of news because of the pun, right? And you put in a lot of information about when you were in Japan. So yes, you bring a lot of information. You don't just read what the person wrote, but you bring your own information. But I can tell that you were just preparing, angling to tell that dad joke. And I think it was very funny. It was a good dad joke. One of the few dad jokes that actually cracked me up, made me laugh. Keep up the good work, and good luck to you, man.
Hey, Jonesy, I listened to your show on my Alexa, and I put the TV on Fox News on mute, and I tried to match up the lips. Fucking totally cool, dude. Oh, shit, I gotta stop smoking weed and talking out loud. God damn it. Anyway, you got some coffee coming, mother chicken. I just joined the pathogen. Or Parthenon, or part. You know what I'm talking about.
Hey, Jonesy. Hey, weirdos. This is Michael calling from Iowa City. I just wanted to call and wish everyone a happy Easter and hope that everyone had a great religious holiday weekend. Happy Passover, happy Ramadan, whatever the religious holiday may be that you were celebrating. I hope everyone had a great time and a blessed time with their family, friends. And with that being done and said, today is Monday, April 10th, and that just means 2.5 short weeks until Thursday, April 27th. Mark that day on your calendars and prepare, because that is Jonesy's birthday. Yay! Celebrate Jonesy's birthday. That means you've got 2.5 short weeks until that day to contact Jonesy, find out his address so you can get your birthday package in the mail to him. Just give him a call at 646-450-2012, or as we like to say, 646-450-2012. and he'll provide you with his address out in Los Angeles, and he'll gladly accept a birthday care package for him. And if you're not of the kind who sends birthday packages through the mail, that's kind of old-fashioned. If you're more of the sort who likes to send a gift card, or maybe click on the button on the weirdafnews.com website, click the button that says send Jonesy a cup of coffee, or maybe you'd like to join the Patreon, you can do that. Go to the website, or by some other means, you can join the Patreon and become a monthly member who basically donates an amount where you become a monthly subscriber to the daily podcast. And for as little as $1 a month, you can subscribe. That's just $12 a year, folks. That's, as I've worked it out, I like to say a dime a day for a daily podcast with lots of laughter and entertainment. So think about this. It's pretty cheap. Lots of entertainment, laugh and love, and you can join a community of people that care about this man and supporting him, and joining a community of like-minded people. We get some weird news and we get some entertainment. And I say that's a pretty darn good thing in life. So think about joining the Patreon, making a cash donation, or sending Jonesy a package. We love him, we care about him, and we care about each other. And I think we've got a pretty darn nice group here. And that being said, good luck with your life, man.
Hi, Jonesy. It's Connie from Cedartown, Georgia. And I was calling to let you and all of the weirdos out there, all of the listeners, to be extra vigilant with their bank accounts. I guess especially this time of year when people are getting their tax refunds and stuff. My debit card was hacked over the weekend, and the website that they charge the stuff on is in Mexico, and the place doesn't even ship out of Mexico. I Googled the place to see what it was. So everybody be careful. The thieves are on the prowl now, so I was just going to give everybody a heads up about that and stay vigilant with all of your accounts. And two, I was listening to some older episodes, like from last week, and when you were doing the story about France introducing a bill to regulate online influencers, and you did, what you thought was a French version of a rap song, that was hilarious. That cracks me up. I love it when you do stuff like that. Oh, my gosh. I played it for the girls at work this morning, and they were dying laughing. So keep doing stuff like that. I love it. The girls at work love it. So slowly I'm getting everybody. I'm trying to get all of my friends into this, too. My main work friend, Al, he's the one that texts me about sports and stuff, and we smack talk. Oh, yeah, he's into it, definitely. I'm trying to get him to call in. I haven't got him to work up the nerve yet, but you'll love him. Y'all will love that guy. He's so funny. But anyway, I was going to tell everybody to have a great week. Stay positive. Be kind. And I love y'all. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.